Catholics and non-Catholics across the world are reacting to the news of Pope Leo XIV. A Chicago native is now going to lead the church and its 1.4 billion members.
Less than 10% of the world's Catholics live here in the U.S., but now this American Pope takes the world stage at a critical time. Born in Chicago, Pope Leo has been called the least American of the American cardinals, spending most of his career as a missionary outside the U.S. in Peru. He was recently the head of the Vatican's Office of Bishops. At a mass in Illinois last summer, he reflected on his time with Pope Francis.
We go through all of this to kind of make the best appointments. A lot of prayer, a lot of discernment, a lot of trusting the Holy Spirit. And I have to say, Pope Francis is an incredible guy to work with.
Now, the first clue revealing his priorities as Pope is the name he chose, Pope Leo XIV. In the late 1800s, Pope Leo XIII was a reformer who championed workers' rights and social justice.
And the announcement of this new pope is sparking a lot of excitement from people of all ages. Local 5's Larissa Leone visited the folks over at St. Pius Catholic School in Urbandale, and she caught up with the school's principal and some of its students on their reactions after Thursday's historic announcement.
So much excitement around the world as they announced the new pope. We went to a local Catholic school here in the metro and spoke with some students about how they're feeling about the news.
We were just like yelling and screaming and stuff like that.
We all jumped for joy once we heard he was an American.
Shrieks of excitement rang almost as loud as the church bells in Rome as students at St. Pius in Urbandale heard the news.
Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae, Cardinalem Prevost.
Now goes by Pope Leo.
So I got to be in the room as the whole class found out, and the whole room erupted in cheers.
St. Pius principal Alex Baranowski was just as surprised as his students to learn of the U.S.-born Pope.
Des Moines is basically a suburb of Chicago, so I feel like he's from our own backyard, being a Chicago native. Super exciting, you know, something that I don't think anybody here would have predicted.
Third grader Hadley Gifford hopes Pope Leo will make a stop in Iowa.
I would just be really happy to meet him.
What would you say?
Congratulations of being the Pope.
For 8th grader Cooper Gifford, he's wondering what the Pope will do about the canonization of Carlos Acutis. Acutis is an Italian teenager who died of leukemia in 2006.
He was supposed to be canonized like a week or two ago, but since the Pope died, you can't do it. And so now that we have a Pope, he gets to choose the date.
As for Hadley, he hopes to be blessed by Pope Leo one day.
I would just feel like really graceful to be blessed by the Pope.
In the coming days, Pope Leo is set to address the public, and we will be able to learn more about him other than he's born in Chicago. And once that happens, we will, of course, update you online and on air. In Des Moines, Larissa Leone, Local 5 News.
And make sure to stay with We Are Iowa Plus, as we'll have continuing coverage of the early days of Leo XIV's papacy. You can download that for your TV and watch for free.